afternoon, everyone! Hello po! Kamusta naman kayo dyan? And welcome to Digiskarteng Pinay. Ako po si Joyce Spring Trevino and I'm your host for today. I'm so excited to be with you guys once again this afternoon and we have so many incredible stories to listen to from our Digiskarteng Pinays. Mamaya na po yan. Pero bago ang lahat, I wanted to greet each and every one of you a happy International Women's Month! Yay! You know, I feel like we have been celebrating International Women's Month for a couple of weeks now already. We've had so many events, so many celebrations, but today, even more so as we meet our Digiskarteng Pinays. Pero bago ang lahat, I wanted to say hello to everyone who are already tuned in. Say hello naman in the comment section and tell us Happy International Women's Month or use our hashtag madigiskarte ako. Ayan, meron na ako nakitang may gumamit ng hashtag natin katulad ni Jeric Villanueva. Hi, Jeric! To Aldrin as well, to Team J, to Noemi, to Kim, watching all the way from YouTube, Ayofi D. Monkey, Maria Olivia, to Bautista Naveda. Hello, and good afternoon to all of you guys. Nako, ngayong hapon na to, I'm very excited because I always love hearing inspiring stories from empowered women who have gone through their businesses and their lives with a digiskarte that we can all look up to. So later on, we will be showing you guys and we'll be talking to our Digiskarteng Pinays at kung paano nila ginamit ang YouTube to create livelihood opportunities. And welcome once again to Digiskarteng Pinay. Bago ang lahat, kaunting background lang muna tungkol sa Digiskarteng Pinay. Siyempre, ang initiative na ito ay hatid ng Grow with Google, Women Will at YouTube. Goal nito ang mabigyan ng ang kababaihan ng digital destination kung saan pwede silang matuto at magkaroon ng livelihood opportunities. Meron ding YouTube channel ang Digiskarteng Pinay. They have informative but easy to understand videos sa topic katulad ng financial literacy, job application, o kailangan natin yan, di ba? And even nutrition. Kaya maya-maya, please do check that out, Digiskarteng Pinay on YouTube channel. And of course, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Now, if you want to share your comments about today's event, feel free to use our hashtag. Nasabi ko na kanina, hashtag natin? Hashtag madigiskarte ako, di ba? To join the conversation. But of course, we have so many stories to tell you guys, so many inspiring Digiskarteng Pinays that we will be meeting here today. But at this point, allow me to call on the Country Director of Google Philippines, Miss Bernadette Nacario, for her message. Hi, Det!
Thank you, Joyce. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Digiskarteng Pinay online event. We hope that you're all staying safe and healthy. Maraming salamat po sa pagsama niyo sa amin ngayong hapon. Today's event is extra special because it is about women empowerment. Providing women the necessary tools and opportunities to help them support themselves, their families, and communities is so crucial to Google. Napakahalaga po nito sa amin sa Google. In a recent United Nations report on the world's women 2020, it showed that less than 50% of working-age women are in the labor market, a figure that has regrettably barely changed over the last quarter century. Unpaid domestic and care work fails disproportionately on women, thus restraining their economic potential. And the current pandemic has only made things worse. This is why programs like Digiskarteng Pinay is very important. So what is Digiskarteng Pinay? It is a Google program that empowers women to harness the power of YouTube to diversify their skill set and translate this into livelihood opportunities. The program allows women to do this in their own time and pace while balancing their many roles at home as a daughter, as a mother, as a wife, as a woman. With this, women can take charge of their lives and give them the confidence that, yes, they can learn new things through YouTube and have a source of income as a result. Since launching the project in 2019, the team and I have been heartened by the stories of women who have prospered from Digiskarteng Pinay. From Antoinette, who learned nail art and hairdos through YouTube, that allowed her to offer services like Brazilian blowouts in her salon, to Audrey, who watched a YouTube video on how to make a fishbowl sauce that led her to open her own food cart business. Oh, how I wish I can try the Brazilian blowout while enjoying the food cart. And the impact of YouTube for women continues. This afternoon, you will hear more stories about how YouTube during the pandemic has helped women learn new things and develop skills which they're able to use to provide for themselves and their families. I'm thrilled for you to meet them later and be inspired by their Digiskarteng kwento. We're also honored to be joined today by renowned actress and content creator, Miss Judy Santos Aguncilio, who will share about her inspirational journey on YouTube and how her channel has moved from simply sharing content to teaching people new skills and giving back to the community. Very inspiring. Thank you very much, Miss Judy Ann. I do follow your YouTube channel, and I can't wait to see what you will be cooking next for us. We will discuss how the platform continues to empower and open so many doors for women. Digiskarteng Pinay is one of the ways Google uplifts women, and we are proud of this. But there's more. Just recently, we announced 2 initiatives that aim to pave pathways to success for girls and women globally, including the Philippines. We have Generation Google, a scholarship program for women interested in pursuing computer science degrees. We're also giving away $1,000 each for selected students for 2021 to 2022 school year. We also have the Google Impact Challenge, where Google.org will be providing $25 million to fund ideas from nonprofits that are working to advance the economic empowerment and prosperity of women and girls. You can read more about these opportunities as you search on Google. To end, I echo the words of Jacqueline Fuller, president of Google.org, who said, "When women and girls have the resources and opportunities to turn their potential into power, it changes the trajectory of their lives and strengthens entire communities." Again, maraming salamat po and happy International Women's Month. Enjoy the rest of the session.
Thank you very much for that, Det. I love that. Turning your potential into power. That is beautiful. And that really is the story of a lot of women and girls who have been starting their businesses and even their passion projects, diba? Yung mga side hustles nila, their very own Digiskartes, just by watching and learning from Google and from YouTube. And for sure, marami po sa inyo ang maraming gustong malaman kung ano nga ba ang Digiskarteng Pinay, kung paano ito nagsimula, at ano ang nagawa ng initiative na ito para sa ating mga kapwa Pinay. Dahil dyan, let's welcome the industry head of Google Philippines, Ms. Gara Santos Ontiveros.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Gara Santos Ontiveros, industry head of Google Philippines. Super excited po ako ngayon bilang isang Filipina to be here with all of you today as a champion for women, to be all that they can be as we celebrate Women's Month. Bilang isang may bahay at isang ina, naiintindihan ko po kung gaano ka-challenging magbalanse ng iba't ibang roles sa buhay, especially when we want to pursue careers or side businesses to contribute financially to the family. Mas lalo na po ngayong pandemic. Economists and policymakers have expressed concerns over the pandemic triggering an economic crisis, which can easily dissipate efforts in poverty reduction over the past decades. Data show that while men and women are both experiencing challenges in finding resources, women's resources are being hit hardest, from family businesses to investments and even support from family and friends. Since the spread of COVID-19, some people are turning to charity and government support. Women fall into a disadvantage because while they lose their initial source of livelihood, men get to keep 2 sources of income, their personal livelihood and government support. Despite the challenges and disadvantages for women, we have seen a lot of Filipinas venturing into online businesses over the quarantine period. Marami na din po akong na-try na small online businesses na na-discover ko lang dahil sa pandemic. In fact, according to the latest Economy C report recently published by Google and Temasek & Bain & Company, e-commerce has driven significant growth in the Philippines' digital economy. With extensive COVID-19 lockdown periods, A significant number tried new digital services, 37% of which being first-time users, with at least 95% of them intending to continue their behavior post-pandemic, as it has proven to be very helpful during the pandemic and has become an indispensable part of people's daily lives. One thing that we might not always have in mind, though, is that earning on digital platforms is not limited to e-commerce. YouTube, in fact, also has the capacity to unfold livelihood opportunities. YouTube alone now has more than 40 million unique viewers. In the Philippines, we saw growth in trends like gardening videos, which grew by more than 4x. Even videos on arts, cooking, baking, and knowledge also saw an increase. This greatly reflects how learning takes place on YouTube. It does not only serve as a place for entertainment, but also a platform that can help augment the lives of people. The question now is, how can we use YouTube to help women overcome their disadvantages and help them upskill and create livelihood opportunities? One way that we are helping unlock this opportunity is through Digiskarteng Pinay. Digiskarteng Pinay is a program that believes that when you uplift women, you uplift the entire household. The program aims to provide a destination for women to learn various skills at her own time and in her own pace. Sobrang importante po ng insight na ito because this enables her to improve and diversify her skill sets using learning content on YouTube while balancing the various roles that she plays in society. With new skills, Pinays can create livelihood opportunities and generate additional sources of income. And we want to empower her to continue and acquiring all of these new skills in the comfort of her own home. A Grow with Google and Women Will initiative, this program comes to life via a YouTube channel that curates local video content around various skill areas through the help of our partners, NGOs, government agencies, brands, and YouTube creators who believe in the cause. Digiskarteng Pinay believes that learning has no limitations. Hence, skills that were once traditionally believed to be specifically for women or men will both be made available on its YouTube channel. We provide upskilling content across different categories with the help of our partners ranging from family nutrition, financial literacy, beauty, fashion, to STEM like coding skills and technical skills. We've forged a multi-stakeholder partnership for Digiskarteng Pinay to be able to create a program that can strategically create more impact in our goal to upskill women. We believe that having diverse perspectives and expertise help drive the success not only of the program but of women themselves. Through our partners, we have been able to put together helpful and relevant content on the channel. As of today, we have content on financial literacy, women's health, micro-retailing, and personal upskilling. These videos, among others that we look forward to adding in the future, are what we believe to be essential in terms of helping women establish income-generating businesses to augment their family income, helping bring them closer to the aspirations that they have for their family. In most communities, dependable sari-sari stores or carinderia businesses are run by women as means of extra income to provide for their families. And for years, these micro-enterprises led by Pinoys have greatly contributed to the development of the economy. Happy to share that the most recent addition to the Digiskarteng Pinay playlists are videos from Coke's Sari Sari Store Training and Access to Resources videos, which teach women tips and skills related to starting or having a Sari Sari store and managing small neighborhood businesses. The series allows women to learn about financial planning, management, and business professionalism. Videos include topics like knowing customers in competition, setting business goals, determining markup and selling price, and tracking sales and expenses, amongst others. Aside from the upskilling areas that I mentioned earlier, YouTube continues to serve as an avenue for helpful content such as day-to-day life improvement, inspiration and motivation, learning, building new skills, and business ideas. As we navigate through the pandemic, we've seen women who use YouTube to upskill, create livelihood opportunities, and realize business ideas, mga Digiskarteng Pinay. One of the Digiskarteng women with us here today is Dalian Certeza, a 21-year-old working student from Caloocan. Dalian and her older brother work hand in hand To provide continuous income for their family, she sends herself and her younger brother to school. However, she lost her part-time job when the pandemic hit. Leveraging on people's inclination towards all things unlimited, Dalian thought of putting up an eatery that serves unlimited chicken wings. It was a leap of faith, especially in the middle of a pandemic when people are trying to avoid going out, and the people residing in their area won't always have 199 pesos to spare. Dalian did not have any background in cooking, let alone designing an eatery, but she knew that everything she didn't know about the business she wanted to put up, she knew she could learn via YouTube. She used the platform to look for sauce recipes for her chicken wings, even up to the designing of her space. She follows a lot of YouTube channels like the Sauce and the Gravy channel, Ganette's Life, Kuya Fern's Cooking, Lian Lim, Friend Cheap Menu, Fix It Somo, Epoy's Kitchen, Panlasang Pinoy, and Ninong Rai. Thanks to the content she found on YouTube, she was able to put up Hot Chicks Chicken Wings, which is now able to support their family's daily needs. Even on days that are not as good, they are able to reach their daily quota, and more importantly, it is enough to allow them to continue with their studies. We also have with us Juliet Picaro, a 31-year-old accountant turned bake shop owner from Bohol. An accountant by profession, Juliet left Manila and went home to Bohol to take a break from the corporate world. However, the pandemic hit and lockdowns were implemented, so she stayed in the province for longer than expected. She started working for her family's mini-mart business as a bookkeeper, but unfortunately, their business slowed down and she had to look for other means to earn. She ventured into various online businesses like selling succulents and cactuses, as well as K-pop merchandise, but these also didn't pick up as much. Being naturally fond of cooking, Juliet spent her spare time wanting to level up her skills and learn how to bake. She became fond of local channels like Digiskarteng Pinay, Chef RB Manabat, and Lutong Tinapay. She picked up their recipes and tips, and eventually, what started as a hobby turned into orders from family, friends, and batchmates. As she received more orders, she made use of the vast baking content on YouTube to learn more about baking ideas and recipes, techniques, and equipment. Coming from zero knowledge on baking, she now spends most of her days baking numerous cake orders. We also have an inspiring YouTube creator all the way from Masbate, 28-year-old entrepreneur Tinmay Arsenas. After putting up and managing several businesses like a Pungko Pungko, street food stalls popular in Cebu that sells a random assortment of fried food. She also has like a hardware store and poultry farming. Tinmay found herself pursuing a childhood dream of being seen on screen. Initially starting with a lifestyle channel, she noticed that it wasn't really growing. She had time to think about her next steps for her channel while being in lockdown. And this was also the time when she realized people needed guidance in finding ways and alternatives to have continuous income. Knowing that she has the experience, she switched her content to business, this time using her channel to educate and help those who want to put up their own businesses. This is at the very heart of Digiskarteng Pinay, to uplift other women and their communities. With her new content, her channel quickly picked up and she felt like she has found her space in the world of content creation. To date, Tinmay now has 40k subscribers and shares videos about their poultry farming and Pungko Pungko business, along with tips on how to be more productive and earn money even in the middle of a pandemic. This presentation wouldn't be complete without my own Digiskarteng Pinay story. My sisters and I have always been crafty, but the windows of time that the pandemic created in my life allowed me to indulge my need for arts and crafts. I also used the opportunity to engage my young daughter in activities that she can use her hands with. Like a lot of others, I caught the plant bug over the pandemic until one day, after watching a video from Planterina, a YouTuber I follow who owns a garden studio, I caught sight of a video about pressing flowers. That started it all. I first started pressing the wild ferns around our garden because I found them pretty but underappreciated, and I even brought some indoor. But I also started pressing flowers too, from using them as decorative items in a frame. I also got into candle decorating and have even started playing around with making art pieces in portraits. My favorite go-to channels are M's Place, Nature Around You, and Create with Nature. Now I have gifts that I can make myself for family and friends, and who knows, it may lead to a passion project or business one day. Before we end, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our partners under this initiative. TESDA for technical education and skills development content, the Philippine Commission on Women for helping us ensure that all content under this program is gender sensitive, promotes equality, and protects the best interests of women, Kashalo, who provided us with financial literacy modules, Coca-Cola Philippines for sharing access to their STAR program to help women micro-retailers manage their businesses successfully, and of course, YouTube creators like Team Laika who have shared videos on how to get hired. We all know the proverb that goes, give them fish and you feed them for a day. Teach them how to fish and you feed them for a lifetime. We hope you can join us in our cause to help women in the Philippines discover their own Digiskarteng, just like Dahlia, Juliet, and Pinay. We know that these helpful content will open up boundless opportunities for more Filipinas, and together, we can all make a huge difference in their lives. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat din sa iyo, Gara, at maraming salamat for introducing us to our Digiskarteng Pinay. Ang galing. You know, I was really inspired to hear that even you have your very own Digiskarte project with those flowers and plants, syempre from quarantine period. I'm so happy to hear that story. And I just want to say to everyone who's watching right now, maraming salamat po. I saw here a comment from Joyce Presino who says, power to these power women. That's right. These power women that we will be meeting and talking to in just a short while. Very timely ang Digiskarteng Pinay. Lalong-lalo na ngayon dahil I'm sure marami tayo na nangangailangan ng additional sources of income. Or kung hindi man income, di ba, katulad ng sinabi ni Gara kanina, you can even learn something from YouTube, create something that's really beautiful, something that you value, and give it to others, give it to your friends, to your family, and then eventually it can turn into something as a business. Sigurado akong lahat ng nanonood sa atin ngayon ay merong kanya-kanyang favorite na content creators sa YouTube. But because we are celebrating Women's Month, nako, we want to focus on how YouTube is able to provide opportunities for women creators and their female viewers. Sobrang excited na ako dahil pag-uusapan natin to with our guest speaker na sigurado akong marami sa inyo ay tumututok sa kanyang YouTube channel. Katulad na lang ni Miss Det kanina, ha? Siya lang naman ay isang multi-awarded actress, a wife, a mom, a chef, a restaurant owner, and a YouTube creator with more than 1 million subscribers. Let's all welcome the woman behind Judy Ann's Kitchen herself, Miss Julian Santos Aguncilio. Hi, Miss Juday!
Hi, Joyce! Good afternoon! At sa lahat ng mga Digiskarteng Pinay out there, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. I am so honored to be here. Thank you so much.
And thank you for being here. We're so excited to hear about your story. I just have to say, minsan, pag pinapanood ko talaga yung YouTube channel mo, kailangan may naka-ready akong pagkain kasi nakakagutom siya. Nakaka-stress pag wala kang pagkain sa bahay. But at the same time, we learn so much from your channel, you know, even the stories or minsan nga kahit yung mga BTS lang na pinopost ni Kuya Ryan sa social media, parang tuwang-tuwa na kami dun eh. Because we get to see a little bit of your life behind the limelight. You as a mom, you as a wife, and you as a chef. But I'd like to know, how did Judy Ann's Kitchen started? And how did it start as your channel?
Well, Julian's Kitchen, the brand or the name started with a cookbook. It was Raymond Isaac and my passion project way back when I was, before I got pregnant kay Luna. Ang kwento naman nun, na-frustrate ako sa isang project and I just wanted to divert my attention to different, parang ayoko ng negativity kasi. So I had to do something about it. And so yun, ginawa namin yung cookbook. We were able to finish the whole cookbook in a month, publish it, and gave it to people. I-promote na namin siya. And then after a while, the name Julian's Kitchen just sounded so right because it was me behind the kitchen preparing recipes and kasi mahilig talaga ako magluto. That's why I went to culinary and every time I'd have a bad day or every time that I get frustrated, I'd always go to my kitchen and just cook something. Minsan buong araw ako sa kusina para lang maaliw ko yung sarili ko. It's some sort of one way of meditating. Sabi nga nila, di ba, when you do one thing, sa oras na yan, you're actually giving yourself time and self-love. So, Julian's Kitchen YouTube happened. When we got married, kami ni Ryan, he was watching me cooking dito sa kusina. Dito mismo, sa kusinang katabi ko ngayon. Kasi sabi niya sa akin, Bob, bakit kaya hindi kita lagyan ng camera dyan sa may exhaust mo and then magluto ka lang? Sabi ko, parang ayoko kasi parang hindi ko kayang tsumika habang nagluluto. But it was, it was an idea that's been out there always. We've been talking about it, ganyan. So, to cut the long story short, pasensya na madaldal talaga ako. Na-realize ko.
Okay lang.
Na-frustrate ako uli sa isang outcome ng isang meeting for a possible project. And then, I just diverted again my attention to my team and told them, why don't we just go to Batangas, put up a team, get the proper production team, and let's make an episode for Julian's Kitchen. Let's put Julian's Kitchen out there on YouTube. Kasi parang it was a perfect platform for me without anyone telling me what to do. Yung hindi limitado yung ideas ko, hindi limitado yung kilos at galaw ko, yung pagsasalita ko, yung parang I just want to be me. I want to show that part of me na wala lang, gusto ko lang magluto. With Julian's Kitchen, hindi naman talaga siya nakaplano na to make it big and it was really more of having fun and inspiring people and telling people that it's okay to make mistakes when you cook kasi normal lang naman sa tao ang magkamali. Kasi I've been watching cooking shows and parang feeling ko ang perfect naman ang ginagawa nila. Parang na ako mismo na marunong magluto na yung parang nawawalan ako ng lakas ng loob na to try cooking because all of these chefs are just so perfect. Parang nagkakamali kaya sila at one point. So when we shot Julian's Kitchen, lahat ng episodes na ginawa namin that particular day, ang daming ligwak. And then I just told my director, don't edit it out. You have to lagay natin kung ano talaga yung nangyari at the time na ginagawa ko yan. Kasi parang, bakit hindi? I am the producer, I am the content creator, and it's my channel and I will put what I want, I'll do what I want, and kung ano man ang masabi ko dyan, pasensya na hindi sinasadya. Pero, I was just having so much fun. So, doon na siya nagsimula hanggang sa nag-snowball na siya, and I'm having fun, and I'm receiving all these messages and inspiring stories from different people, hanggang sa tumagal na siya ng tumagal, na ako mismo parang, ang dami ng season, ha?
Kailangan mo na mag-isip ng mga bagong lulutuin, Miss Juday. Yes. Palagi. Yeah, well, we love hearing that story. And totoo yung sinabi mo, I think one of the reasons why a lot of people are drawn to Julian's Kitchen is because it takes away that barrier of perfection in creating a dish or in being in the kitchen, right? That's why I mentioned kanina na I love seeing yung mga BTS na ina-upload nyo on your social media and even like, yun nga yung mga supposedly ligwak na mga scenes pero nasasama sa final cut ng video because it just feels so real, Like when wives, me especially, when I start cooking, I cannot tell you how many times I need to make a mistake first before I actually get that perfect taste to serve to my family. But one of, I think, the most important aspects of Judy Julian's Kitchen, which you mentioned at the latter part of your kwento, was really how people have been responding to it, diba? Ang daming mga interesting stories, inspirational stories, mga nagiging madigiskarting Pinays rin
Mhm.
from, learning and being inspired by your channel. So, meron ka bang mga I guess mga nag-stand out na comments or kwentos or stories that your viewers have shared with you?
Recently, when pandemic hit us, we launched another platform for Juliet's Kitchen, which is Sundays with Judy. It was Riot's idea to put something new, yung about naman basic knowledge about culinary, like knife skills and pots and pans. And yeah, I realized na parang, oo nga, ang daming mga estudyante or mga nanay na nasa bahay lang ngayon and so wanted to go into culinary, but of course with the current situation, everybody now is of course low ang income ng karamihan. So ang didiskarte talaga ng mga tao ngayon is to go to YouTube to learn a lot of things. Kasi kahit ako, I'll be honest in saying na up until now, I'd go up to YouTube and search recipes or things or just to be inspired and have fun, yung ganon. So, when we came out with Sundays with Juday, it was part of my dream was to become a culinary instructor. Hindi ko alam kung saan siya nanggaling. Parang ano kaya klase magiging instructor ako pag naging instructor ako. So nagsimula siya doon. And then, and since Julian's Kitchen just celebrated 3 years already in YouTube, it was part of my parang giving back was to give my subscribers or the people who's watching me kitchen items that I personally use, my recommendations. So, tumagal ng 5 Sundays yon, and every week I'd browse through dozens of messages, hundreds of messages, and I'd browse each and every one of them. Ang pinaka nag-stand out, isa sa mga pinaka nag-stand out sa akin is yung isang estudyante na gusto niyang maging culinary student. Pero because dahil sa nagpandemya, sinimulan muna niya sa Sundays with Juday. And then, na-realize niya na ito pala talaga yung passion niya because he was really so into it. And then, every time that I give out questions for the prizes, alam nila yung pinagsasabi ko. So, I am actually making sense. So, parang it also empowers me and inspires me to learn more, to educate myself more. And dun nga nandun yung realization na I am just not making content for myself. I'm actually making contents and inspiring these people na may pangarap sa buhay. They want to be someone. They want to be something someday. And sisimulan nila with YouTube. And malaking bagay na I was part of their life at some point in time na isa ako sa pwedeng maaring nag-udyok sa kanila or pwedeng nag-inspire sa kanila. These stories actually made me want to go back to studying more so I could teach more and give more inspiration to people. Parang endless talaga yung possibilities when you have your own content because you can just do so much things and people will just be sharing their stories with you and you'll be part of their lives. Like parang forever.
Totoo. And I remember like I would often get questions also like paano ako ngayon mag-aaral or paano ako magsusulat? For halimbawa, mga artists, di ba? And hindi ko makapag-travel, hindi ko makalabas. How do you get these inspirations? And you're right, even in just creating content on your YouTube, you can actually inspire people kasi yung creativity side nila, yung mga side nila that they feel like has become dormant because they're staying at home, di ba? Pwedeng mas spark ulit yon with the content that you're creating. And it makes me wonder, how do you think YouTube has been empowering Digiskarteng Pinay in, really creating opportunities and, opportunities to learn new skills, even entrepreneurial opportunities now that we have so many challenges ahead of us because of the current situation that we're in?
I think women in nature are risk takers. Parang with the current situation now, what else do you have to lose? 'Di ba? Parang wala ka na, nasa bahay ka na lang, and will you really allow this pandemic put you down? Parang bagsak ka na nga. So you as a woman, as a person na gusto mong mas maging magkaroon ka ng purpose sa buhay and hindi naman mas stuck up yung sarili mo sa bahay lang. Gusto mong mag-evolve, you want to do something, you want to, of course you want to earn. That's number one in your list, hindi ba? Kasi you don't want to go out, you want to keep your family safe, you want to keep yourself safe. How are you gonna earn? With ang babae kasi para sa akin, wala silang pakialam kung ano man yung pwedeng mawala sa kanila. Kasi madali tayo mag-pick up ng sarili natin at some point eh. Kaya nating deadmahin ang buhay and divert our attention to another thing, and magiging okay ka dito, pero ito hindi alam ng mga tao may something ka pala. Pero dahil nagbo-blossom to, nagki-create ka lang ng mga ideas sa utak mo. And ang maganda lang kasi sa atin, YouTube is free. You can actually just do really whatever you want. Ang nililimitahan mo na lang ang binibigay mo na lang na limitation basically sa sarili mo is your imagination. But as long as you know that you'll be happy putting out this content, and I guess at some point, pag nakikita mo na yung investment mo na bumabalik sa'yo, you'll be more inspired eh. And I think as Digiskarteng Pinay, it's innate to us to just keep on going and trying out new things and hit or miss hanggang sa makahit ka ng happy button sa puso mo or sa isip mo na, ay, ito pala yung calling ko, ito pala ako happy. With a Digiskarteng Pinay, parang, I think this is the time that you really go out there and take a risk, but at the same time, really find it sa sarili mo kung saan ka magiging happy. Kasi 'di ba, life is just too short to box yourself with just this. And with YouTube, with all the different platforms out there, even different content out there, I'm sorry. Ang daming possibilities. At ang daming possibilities na kahit ikaw pwede ka maglabas ng bagong idea na hindi mo alam, ikaw pa lang pala ang makakapaglabas. So if you just, parang sa akin, go, gawin niya lang. Kasi you'll never know eh kung ano yung gold na pwede mong ma-hit at some point eh. What's important is you're able to do something for yourself.
That's true. And honestly, nothing to lose, di ba, Ms. Juday? Kasi katulad ng sinabi mo kanina, it's free. I have friends na medyo introvert sila. So, they do want to put out a cooking channel, but ayaw na lang nasa harap sila ng camera. So, ang ginagawa nila, talagang yung order lang nung paano gawin yung dish na yun. Tapos, bibigyan lang nila, ipo-voice over. Di ba, paano magawa ng paraan?
Yes. Kasi na-entertain mo na rin yung sarili mo, and naaaliw ka rin na may nailalabas ka, and you're actually doing yourself a favor by doing these little things for yourself. Kasi you're trying to keep your sanity together. You're trying to keep your composure together. Nababaliw na tayo sa mga nangyayari sa paligid natin. Diba? Parang you just want to create your own bubble when you're creating. And nothing is wrong with that.
That's true. And whatever keeps you happy, right, these days, like what you mentioned, can I just say also that because of mga Digiskarteng Pinays, now that I'm expecting my first child, because I don't know what to expect, I just keep watching these videos, sila Mommy Ruth, yung mga, kung ano yung mga pine-prepare nila for the hospital, diba? They've started this community and their own entrepreneurship on YouTube. So parang apart from earning, apart from, having something that they do as a passion, it also has been helping a lot of people. Like, I'm sure your channel has helped other people, your and channel has helped so many people around us in watching these content. And I was wondering, kasi kanina nung kinikwento mo, diba, it all started out as a passion project. It came out as something that you just wanted to do, something that makes you happy. But now, from your stories din kanina, it has turned into this community of people who have been really inspired by you, who have been helped by you to figure out what business they want to start, if they wanted to pursue that culinary career. And it's just turned into something that has really affected positively the lives of other people. Anong feeling na yung passion project mo, ganun na yung impact ngayon?
Alam mo, kasi for someone who's been working since 8 years old, it's different when at some point in time you're able to just do something that you really want to do without waiting for instructions or following commands or nakakontrata ka kasi dito, ganyan, 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 you have to do this, you have to do that. Pag nakakahon ka kasi ng ganun katagal, and then you finally discover that there's actually YouTube na you can do what you want and say what you want, and hanggang ngayon I still can't believe na I came across two different people, from college students who'd message me how I helped them with their thesis, not the real thesis per se, pero yung para lang makatanggal ng stress, manonood sila ng Julian's Kitchen. Yung natutuwa ako kasi in my own little way, kahit paano, yung napapagaan ko yung puso nila. At saka very honest sila in saying na hindi ako marunong magluto at hindi ako nagluluto at wala akong planong magluto, pero natutuwa akong nanonood ng Julian's Kitchen kasi parang tawang-tawa lang ako sa kanya. Yung ganon, yung may mga batang nanonood, yung iba naman, itong nagkaroon na tayo ng pandemic, there's this son guy who messaged me, sabi niya, binge watching sila ng mom niya nang may sakit para maaliw yung mommy niya. Up until her last breath, they were watching Julian's Kitchen. So parang, ko, yung parang, grabe, totoo na ba? Totoo ba talaga to? Parang, I think, there was never a time that hindi kasama sa prayers ko yung gratitude. Kung paano ako tumawid sa mga tao with the things that's been happening around us. Kasi that little smile means a lot. That pinch of positivity that I could give to people, okay, wala akong parang daig na yun ng lahat ng acting awards. With bashers and everything, natutuwa pa nga ako na sinasagot ko sila kasi naaaliw akong pinapatulan ko sila. Yung, okay, patulan nga itong isang to. Wala akong masyadong ginagawa today. So parang it was my content became like a give and take opportunity for me to connect to people, and it's just one way of me saying na very thankful ako, grateful talaga ako sa mga tao na hindi actually ako nalimitahan bilang celebrity, bilang mommy, bilang asawa, bilang chef or bilang isang tao. Parang na-inspire more than anything, yung sinasabi nilang nai-inspire ko sila, it's them that inspiring me to evolve myself, to make more things that could inspire them. So it's something that I see myself doing for a long time.
And I think what also makes YouTube special as a platform is, what you said is it breaks down that barrier. You could actually hear your fans, your viewers, your followers in real time and see what they have to say about the videos that you're creating. Diba? Makikwento nila yung mga ganung storya na meron sila. At meron ka ring chance to connect with them. Whether it is to laugh with your bashers dahil kailangan na lang natin silang tawanan minsan. Makipagtawanan na lang tayo sa kanila. Or to encourage them. I see you also encouraging a lot of your mga viewers and subscribers in their own journey of going around the kitchen, or even, ganun nga, yung mga nanonood ng Julian's Kitchen habang nagbe-break sila from thesis para naman makahinga ng konti.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure that there are a lot of female YouTube creators right now who are watching na gusto rin nilang malaman how to further help their fellow female entrepreneurs, yung mga Digiskarteng Pinay din online. What's your advice to those YouTube creators na meron na silang platform, 'di ba? Meron na silang mga followers at gusto pa nilang lalong matulungan yung mga subscribers nila, especially the Digiskarteng Pinays who are watching them?
Malaking factor when you browse through the comment section and actually read and listen and understand kung ano yung tinatanong nila. And then on the next content or the next vlog that you'll be doing, you answer it. Kasi little questions na maaring feeling nila, ay hindi naman ito mababasa kasi ang dami-dami namang nagko-comment dito. You'll be surprised na sa isang question na sinagot mo, marami palang nakaka-relate doon sa tanong na yon. So it's very important na hindi mo naman kailangan isa-isahin. Kung ano lang yung kaya mong sagutin dahil alam mong kaya mo silang tulungan sa part na yon. Pero I won't advise na mag-advise kayo na hindi nyo naman nasubukan. Parang unfair naman yun dun sa nag-subscribe sa'yo kasi they are actually asking you a very genuine question and you're not gonna give them the right answer based on your experience. So just share the experience that you're able to have. Pero kung hindi mo naman nagawa, it's okay. It's always okay to be honest and tell them na I haven't tried it yet, but susubukan ko para sa inyo. Ako muna. And then kung ano yung experience ko, share ko sa inyo. So you build that relationship to your followers and to your subscribers kasi they know that you listen to them, that you understand them, and that you're actually going out of your way to learn for them. In a way na tinuturuan mo rin yung sarili mo. May natututunan ka, may bago kang pwedeng ipasok sa sarili mo. And it will just snowball from there. Na before you know it, nagbibigay ka na ng mga advice ng mga heartbreaks.
May mga phone-in questions na bigla, no? Magta-transform na lang yung channel mo bigla. That's so true. But I love that kasi parang what you were saying is really a foundation of connection with your viewers, right? It's really
Yes.
giving value to the time that they spend really to watching your videos. I mean, itong mga taong to, naisip ko lang nung sinabi mong Mr. Jai kanina na yung halimbawa isang question na yun, it actually resonates with a lot of people. That's so true kasi minsan may mga isa lang yung malakas yung loob na mag-comment at magsabi na ito yung question nila, 'di ba? Or malakas yung loob nila na mag-open up about that particular experience that they have. But a lot of people are actually going through something like that if you actually take in the time, put in the effort to answer that question, ang dami mong matutulungan. And that really is what we call really being responsible with the platform and the following that we have gained through YouTube. I love that. I'm sure that there are a lot of people who are watching right now and nakita ko rin yung mga comments nila dito. Ang dami nila nagko-comment who want to try their hand at content creation also. Miss Juday, eto na ang advice-giving show mo. Umpisahan na natin dito sa Digiskarteng Pinay. Eto na yun. So, Miss Juday, what is your advice to all of our other aspiring Digiskarteng Pinay? Gusto mo yun? Umpisahan na natin. Bakit ba? Na-comment mo na. Tuloy na natin.
I'm sorry, ano uli yung question, Joyce?
Serious tayo dito. Serious type na to dahil magbibigay tayo ng advice.
Okay.
Miss Juday, as a successful owner of Julian's Kitchen, the YouTube channel, inspiring hundreds of thousands and millions of Filipinas and Digiskarteng Pinays, what is your advice to those who are also aiming to be content creators on YouTube and perhaps start their own business? Go.
Pang Miss Universe naman yung tanong na yun. I guess, ang sagot lang naman dyan is just do what you want. It should be your passion. It should be something that you really like to do and love to share to people. Kasi if it's not genuine and if it's not authentic, it will show. At some point, magbe-break away ka doon sa content mo kasi hindi ikaw yon. So, just be you. You don't want to put on another mask of being somebody else pero hindi naman talaga ikaw yun just to put out a content out there, hindi ba? Parang you create your content but just be sure that at the end of the day, you are still you. Hindi ka bubuin para maging ibang tao. Because hanggat hindi mo nawawala ang sarili mo, you'll be able to inspire more people. By the time that you're inspiring people, you're getting in new ideas to become a business owner, and you're more a risk taker kasi mas lumalakas na yung loob mo, mas passionate ka na sa ginagawa mo, mas malawak na yung ideas mo, kumbaga mas malikot na yung utak mo in creating new things. So just don't lose yourself in the process, because if you do, then yun na yung magiging part na mapapagod ka na, you're not gonna be inspired to create contents anymore, mapipilitan ka na, and your followers or the people that's been watching you will feel that. And you don't want that, because people go to YouTube to be inspired, to learn, to be happy. YouTube is our way now to disconnect from what's the current situation, di ba? When you're in YouTube, all of a sudden, parang nasa zen bubble ka and you're just happy. You're just watching, you're click ka nang na-click na ganyan. Before you know it, ay dinner na. And it's okay. Kasi parang, bakit ba? Happy naman ako. So just be sure that when you put something out there that you inspire people, and at the end of the day, you're also inspiring yourself to become a better person.
I love that. Thank you, Miss Juday, for that. Ganda. Ganda na sagot. Pwede na, umpisa na natin yung bagong segment mo sa Julian's Kitchen. Yung advice-giving program naman. I just want to pick out some of the comments here na very sweet. Katulad ni Joy Bites from YouTube. She says, "Cheers, Juday. Hashtag Julian's Kitchen. Ang galing. Inspiration po sa ating mga creators." Si Mommy Practicality naman on YouTube also says, "Thank you, Madam Juday, for inspiring us. Keep on creating. Tayo na lang ang naglilimit sa sarili natin minsan. Hashtag madigiskarte ako." Thank you for that. Before I ask you the last question, we just want to thank you for, spending time here today, and of course for sharing with us your story and the answer that you gave from that question. I love kasi it's really founded on humility and also just being genuine towards other people. And I think that's so important in a world right now where we feel like ang daming mga challenges, ang daming negativity, 'di ba? Ang daming difficulties. It takes a lot of courage to be genuine about who you are, about what you're passionate about. But you're right in saying na a lot of people will know. Meron tayo lahat sincerity alarm. If you're not being true to yourself, other people will see that, and they won't respond the way that you want them to. So I want to ask Ms. Juday, before we let you go, what's your final message to a lot of the women who are watching us right now who haven't yet discovered the wonders of YouTube and able to learn to develop a skill or to create a livelihood opportunity for themselves? How can they get started, and what would be your advice to them?
I think, ladies, this is the perfect time that you let your hair down. Because time is just, tough times tayo ngayon eh. And we are stressed with a lot of things, with the pandemic, with your current job, with kung may trabaho ka man ngayon, with being a wife, if you're a wife, being a mother. Marami, parang at some point you will really lose yourself, kasi naramdaman ko yan itong pandemya na at some point I feel that I am actually losing myself already. Paano ba to? Let's relax. It's time for you to give your time to yourself naman. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's totally fine to make mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. Diba? Sabi nga nila, ang importante naman that when you make a mistake is that you learn something from it. Ang mahirap yung nagkamali ka na, inulit mo pa kasi wala kang natutunan. It's okay to learn mistakes. It's okay to learn from your mistakes. Just move on, live your life. Um, Anything you do now is okay. Whatever you do now is for yourself, for your sanity, for probably for your um, family, for your business, or if you want to. Because when you create your content and actually doing what you want to do, you're actually freeing yourself with these possibilities na pwede mo pang magawa. You're freeing yourself from responsibilities also na, ay parang ito na lang yung kaya kong gawin. Ay kasi ito lang yung alam kong gawin. Hindi. Nililimitahan nyo lang yung sarili nyo. So, yes, gaya na sinabi ko kanina, making a content is free. Ang puhunan nyo lang is basically boses nyo at laway nyo. Eh, may tubig naman. Mano namang mag-inom-inom kayo dyan habang chumichika kayo. It's one way of actually releasing all the negativities and just be yourself. It's important to be yourself. Create content with a smile in your heart and it will come across your viewers. And at the end of the day, you will be happy. Mararamdaman nyo yan. Mararamdaman nyo yan na pagod ka man gumawa ng content, kakaisip, matutulog ka ng nakangiti kasi happy ka sa ginawa mo. Tapos tawang-tawa ka lang kasi parang may mali kang nasabi or maaring nadapa ka or may nabagsak ka. Pero it's okay. Tao lang tayo. Bawal lang judgmental sa pagkakatao to at kung husgahan ka man, ano naman? Deadma. Wala ka na dapat pinakikialaman kundi ang sarili mo lang. Kasi wala ka naman na pwedeng gawin pa sa buhay nila. Sarili mo yung isipin mo. It's okay to make mistakes, make your content, be yourself, and be happy. Because when you are yourself, you will be happy like for a long, long time.
Thank you very much for your words of wisdom and advice, Miss Juday. Once again, Miss Juliet Santos Aguncilio.
Thank you,
Yes.
Joss.
Thank you, Miss Juday. Thank you so much once again for your grit, for your wisdom, for being genuine. And ang next request namin for Julian's Kitchen, please drop your skincare routine dahil ang ganda ng skin mo. Yun ang next natin dyan, ha? Thank you, Miss Juday.
Thanks, Joyce. Be safe.
Thank you. Stay safe. We'll be watching out for more content from Miss Julian Santos Agoncillo, an incredible woman that we all look up to. And can I just say, I'm always so inspired every time I get the chance to talk to her dahil ganun po talaga siya. She is so genuine and she just has a heart for helping other women as well, for helping her viewers, her followers, her subscribers in Julian's Kitchen. So hopefully you enjoyed that conversation. Maraming salamat ulit sa pag-share mo ng iyong experiences bilang isang YouTube creator, Miss Juday. At kahit ako bilang content creator marami pa rin akong dapat matutunan to maximize YouTube para maabot at makatulong pa sa mas marami pang tao, lalo na in becoming a Digiskarteng Pinay. O, diba? To those watching us right now, if you want to share your comments about today's event, please feel free to use our hashtag madigiskarte ako to join our conversation. And yes, guys, nakikita ko po ang inyong mga comments. Nako, maraming salamat po sa mga comments nyo, for all of the encouragement and for telling us that you really enjoy that conversation. Si Mommy Practicality says, and she really reiterates what Miss Juday says, it's okay to make mistakes, be yourself, and be happy. Thank you once again to Miss Juday. Nako, di ba, mas nakaka-excite tuloy. We have so many Digiskarteng Pinay, so we will be meeting more pa today. At ngayon naman, makikilala natin sila, ilang inspiring Pinays from across the Philippines, all the way from Masbate, Bohol, and Caloocan. Sila ay mga Digiskarteng Pinay na ginamit ang YouTube para makagawa ng livelihood opportunities amid the current pandemic. And I'm excited to have a conversation with them. Let's please welcome Tinmay Arsenas from Masbate, a YouTube creator and entrepreneur. We also have Dalian Certeza from Caloocan, a food entrepreneur, and Juliet Picaro from Bohol, a bake shop owner. Hi, guys!
Hello po. Hello, good afternoon po.
Good afternoon, Tin May, Dalian, and
Good
Juliet. Kamusta naman
afternoon.
kayo?
Okay naman po.
Mabuting
Yeah.
mabuti po.
I'm so excited. Maraming salamat ha at napaunlakan nyo kami ngayong hapon na to. Okay, simulan na natin ang kwentuhan. Simulan natin kay Dalian at Juliet. Ikwento nyo naman sa amin kung paano nagsimula ang businesses nyo at syempre kung paano rin nakatulong ang YouTube sa pagsisimula ng inyong mga businesses. Yes, pwede po kayo sumagot, Dalian, Juliet. Dalian, ikaw
I'll
muna.
go
Sige,
first
go.
po. Yes po. So, nag-start po yung business ko last year po, no? Meron po akong part-time dati. After po mawala nung part-time ko na yun dahil po sa pandemic, natakot ako na umistop sa pag-aaral since ilang taon na lang po is graduate na ako. Pangalawa po, natakot po ako na
I'll start.
maging problema pa, dagdag pa sa problema ng magulang ko. And sobra pong nakatulong si YouTube sa akin kasi first of all po, wala po akong inaral na related sa pagluluto, hindi po ako nakapag-aral ng HRM or something po na culinary, something like that po. So sobrang helpful
Dalian?
po sa isang sikat na restaurant, di ba? Yes po.
Yan, sige, go ahead.
Yes po.
Yes, go ahead, Dalian.
Hello
Kwento
po.
mo lang. Oo. So,
Ayun po,
wala kang background with HRM or
um,
anything. And then, paano napunta
Wala
yung,
po.
how did YouTube come into the place? Paano ka natuto from YouTube in starting your business?
Para sa akin po, pina-feel ni YouTube na gumawa ng sauce ng mga chicken, ganun po, kung paano po mag-marinate ng chicken wings. And sobrang para maghanap po ng design dun po sa store ko po.
So, for those of you who didn't quite catch all of the answer ni Dalian, actually, yung story niya talaga is from YouTube. She learned how to create yung sauces dahil yung business niya is only hot chicks, only chicken para dun sa business niya. So, hindi siya marunong talaga magluto. Wala siyang background sa HRM, wala din background sa business. But from there, from YouTube, she learned how to create the sauces, how to cook the chicken, pati yung design ng store niya, dun niya nakuha, and how to start her own business. So, nakaka-inspire naman talaga yun. How about you, Juliet?
Yes po.
How did you start in creating your business and learning from YouTube?
Nagsimula po ito as a hobby lang po and for personal consumption lang ng family namin. And then, yung mga taong nakatikim ng cakes ko, may mga magagandang feedbacks and then parang ini-encourage nila akong magbenta na ng cakes. Kahit wala naman talaga akong experience into cake bakings, ma'am. And then, sa YouTube lang talaga ako nakahanap ng mga ideas, decorating techniques para makabuo ng cakes. And eventually, nag-practice. Then, ayun po, nagka-confident na is market yung mga cakes ko, nagkaroon ng mga customers, at mga repeat customers.
Wow, thanks for that, Juliet. O, di ba? Pa lang kay Miss Judy yung story mo. It started out as a passion project na para sa pamilya mo lang and then eventually, it blossomed into this business na now meron ka ng mga repeat customers all by learning that from YouTube. Ang galing naman. Ikaw naman din, May, I want to hear your story. If I'm not
Yes po.
mistaken, your channel actually started out as a lifestyle channel, di ba?
Yes po.
What made you consider shifting to business-related content?
Yes po. I started YouTube po with beauty and lifestyle content po on my channel. So, I share yung mga pangpaganda and mga arte tips and ideas. But last year po, when the pandemic started, I wanted to spread positivity. I wanted to be relevant and purposeful in the middle of a crisis because many people lost their jobs, many employers closed and lost their business as well. So many were unable to support themselves and provide for their families. And for most, no income means no food. So I challenged myself in my own little ways, how can I make a lasting and positive impact in our community? So that's when I started making business videos. So I started sharing business tips and ideas about layer poultry farming business kasi yun yung business namin, which is yung egg production business, how to start their own business, yung how much capital they need to start this kind of business. So sinishare ko din po sa channel ko, even wala kang pangpuhunan, you can still make money. So, dapat lang talaga madiskarte ka. And if you want to learn more about business, layer poultry farming business, you can watch my videos on my YouTube channel. It's Team May Arsenas po.
Thank you for that, Tin May. I love that story kasi it really talks about agility, no? Na parang kung
Yes.
gusto mong mag-iba ng content, if you want to try something, follow your heart in what keeps you interested, di ba? Or something that you feel like is needed at the moment. And napansin mo nga na madaming may kailangan ng diskarte when it comes
Yes.
to business and kung paano mag-earn
Yes.
ng pera dahil because of the situation that we're in. Ang galing kasi yun, transform mo bigla yung channel mo. Thanks
Yes
for
po.
that. I want to ask all the ladies now, Tin May, Dalian, and Juliet, what do you think? How do you think YouTube has helped you learn new skills, which led to your respective sources of income? How has YouTube changed your life with regards to creating your own business? Why don't we start with Juliet? Juliet, medyo lakas mo yung boses mo ha. Gusto namin yung ramdam na ramdam namin yung sagot mo eh. Para malakas. Juliet? Naku, nagko-connect ata ulit si Juliet sa atin.
Opo.
Yes? Ayan, okay, go.
Yes po. Okay po. Yung YouTube po, para sa akin, siya yung pinaka-best platform kung okay po. For me po, si YouTube yung pinaka-best platform kung gusto po nating matuto ng mga bagong skills. Katulad na lang po sa field ng baking and cooking. Pag nakapanood tayo ng mga YouTube tutorials sa YouTube, mafe-feel natin na very instructional siya and in demo form kung saan mas effective siya for us and mas madali siyang gayahin at sundan. So, and ito yung mga steps na ginamit ko para makahanap ng mga techniques. Eventually, naging business ko na at present.
Thanks for that, Juliet. How about you, Dalian?
Sa akin po si YouTube kasi ako po yung klase ng tao na mas natututo kapagka nanonood. I can read po, pero mas gusto ko po kasi yung parang kakatabi ko lang po yung nagtuturo sa akin. Parang gusto ko po yung nararamdaman ko yung boses na nagtuturo sa akin, ganon. Kagaya po ng mga ibang YouTube creator na yung iniisa-isa talaga nila yung ingredients, yung tamang measurement po. Ganon po yung kasi akong klaseng tao na gusto ko dine-demonstrate ng maayos, ganun po. Kasi di ba po sa mga website po, nabasa, ganyan po, yung nakasulat po. Ako po kasi is sobrang maano po akong tao, gusto ko yung napapanood ko para mas natututunan ko, mas tumatatak po sa isip ko. And of course po, hindi lang po kasi yung YouTube po kasi sobrang spoon feeding po eh. Mag-search ka po ng something na topic, lahat ilalabas sa'yo, lahat ibibigay sa'yo, di ba? Sa tuwing nakiklik ka po ng videos, halos lahat ng kailangan mo, ibibigay sa'yo, ipapakita sa'yo. Yun po, sobrang helpful po ng YouTube. nagkaroon po ako ng panibagong skills, may natutunan po akong panibagong skills sa pamamagitan ng YouTube po.
Thanks for that, Dalian. Totoo yun ha, yung mga audio-visual learners out there, yung talagang pag nanonood sila, dun sila mas natututo. Perfect ang YouTube. Because like for example, si Wancho, my husband, he would want to read, pero hindi siya talaga mahilig magbasa. So he likes watching things on YouTube instead. Mas nagigets niya yung concept in that way. How about you, Tin May?
Sa akin po, ang laki talaga ng naging impact ng YouTube sa akin. It became part of my daily grind na nga po. Because I think YouTube is not only a platform where people can publish or watch a certain video, but YouTube has really so much to offer as a content creator po through making videos. You can educate people, you can entertain people, you can inspire and create greater impact in our community. And there's a bonus here in this platform because if you're a content creator, you can earn money, you can earn income, and the and also I'm very grateful to YouTube because now it's one of my sources of income na po.
Definitely. Madigiskarteng Pinays nga naman yung mga kasama po natin ngayong hapon na to, no? And I love that, yours are very different stories, but they're also kind of the same. It all rooted from this want to be more, to create something more, and to actually help your own families, to help yourselves, and to create even a community for yourself. So, I wanted to ask you, ladies, paano nga ba ngayon nakakatulong yung mga businesses na ginawa nyo? Si Tin May, kunento niya na kanina na it changed her life kasi syempre now you can earn even from YouTube, di ba? You have started your business
Yes po.
there. For Juliet naman also, and for Dalian, I know that you also use your businesses to help in, creating your passion o kaya naman in helping your family. But I want to know, ano yung mga specific things that have changed or yung mga nakatulong sa inyo dahil ngayon meron na kayong mga businesses? Why don't we start with you, Tin May?
Siguro po kasi as a content creator po talaga, parang YouTube opened a lot of opportunities in our business. So through this platform po, if you are a business owner po talaga, you can gain and reach clients nationwide or even worldwide po. You can even sell your products and offer your services to a wider market. And yung pinaka-importante po talaga sa akin as a content creator, because here in this platform, you can build a connection and trust with your viewers po.
Thank you, Tin May. Ikaw naman, Juliet.
Yung sa part ko po is yung aside sa income nga po, yung parang naging changes na nangyari sa akin in this business is yung recognition and pride na natatanggap ko sa mga ka-barangay ko or sa na naging customers ko na nakaka-uplift lang po ng spirit na pag may mga feedback sila like ang sarap ng cakes na gawa mo, yung ang ganda ng designs ng cake mo, and then eventually nire-recommend nila ako kahit sa mga malalayong places. Ayun po, yung recognition po.
O, di ba? Tama, may konting pride, di ba? Pride of the work that you're creating. Because you're creating something that you're proud of, something that people really, really love. How about you, Dalian?
For me po kasi, yung business ko po is yung life best ko. No? So, with this business po, mas gumaan po yung iniisip ko kung paano po ako kumuha ng pang-tuition ko, ganun po, financially po. Nakakapagbigay-bigay po kahit papaano sa family ko, sa magulang ko po, pambayad po ng bills. And proud din po ako na nakakatulong ako sa ibang tao sa pamamagitan po ng business na ito. So sobrang laking tulong po. Dahil na po sa akin na pangarap po talaga makapagtapos ng pag-aaral. At 1 year na lang po makapagtapos na po. Yun po.
Thank you, Dalian. Grabe, nakakatuwa. At such a young age, all of you ladies have been madigiskarte. Talagang gumawa kayo ng paraan for Juliet to do something that she's passionate about, something that she really enjoys. For Tin May to do something that she really, really enjoys ngayon and transform her lifestyle channel into now an entrepreneurship, medyo poultry, di ba? Yun yung mga farming channel
Yes po.
naman siya. And for Dahlia naman, of course, it helps her to reach her goal of really helping her family and finishing her school as well. At ladies, I'm sure maraming mga nanonood ngayon who would want to also discover opportunities through YouTube. So bilang mga madigiskarteng Pinay, ano ang payo nyo sa mga Filipinas na to na gusto din nilang mag-start ng kanilang mga sariling businesses through YouTube? Why don't we start with Juliet?
Okay po. Ang may papayo ko po sa mga Pilipinas dyan na who will also discover opportunities sa YouTube is that magtiwala po tayo sa ating mga sariling kakayahan. Huwag po tayong matakot mag-try ng mga bagong crafts. And then, huwag po tayong ma-discourage kasi everything starts from small naman po talaga eh. May process po yung sinusunod. And then, mahirap lang po talaga sa umpisa. Practice lang po tayo ng practice hanggang ma-master po natin yung craft na napili natin.
Thank you for that, Juliet. Practice makes perfect nga naman. Or kahit hindi perfect,
Yes.
practice makes better. Yun lang naman yung importante, di ba? Katulad na sinabi ni Juday kanina, just learn from our mistakes. How about you, Dalian?
Ang may papayo ko lang po is start now. Kung mihingi po kayo ng sign para mag-start ng business, ito na po yun. Kasi po, yung Google and YouTube po is a free school, no? Wala pong bayad, wala kang babayaran. Katulad na lang po namin, di ba? Di naman po talaga kami marunong maggumawa ng sauce or mag-bake. Pero with the help of YouTube, feeling namin, isa kami sa mga chef na magagaling. So, just trust the process. Hayaan nyo yung puso nyo. Hanapin nyo sa puso nyo kung ano ba talaga yung gusto nyong gawin. And ikalma nyo lagi yung utak nyo. Yun yung isa yan sa natutunan ko after ko mawala ng trabaho. Ikalma nyo yung sarili nyo, ikalma nyo yung puso nyo. Hanapin mo kung saan ka talaga magaling. And mag-trust lang kay Lord. Yun lang naman. Salamat po.
Thank you, Dalian. Tin May?
Siguro po yung advice ko through all Filipinas who can discover opportunities through YouTube is make good use of this platform, yung YouTube platform. Recognize this opportunity, you grab this opportunity to spark a positive change in our community. Of course, through making meaningful contents, sharing business tips and ideas, because I believe na we Filipinas are all born to make an impact and empower each other. Kasi yun naman talaga yung aim nitong Digiskarteng Pinay is to uplift each other. And sabi nga kanina ni Miss Juday na kung meron ka ng platform na to, make good use of it. So just focus on your potential, focus on what you can give to your fellow women, to your community, and in helping kasi there's always a value in helping others. So keep on creating meaningful contents para mas marami pang ma-inspire and maging domino yung effect ng ginagawa natin.
Thank you for that, Tin May. I love yung mga advice nyo, ha? Gusto ko yung sinabi ni Dalia na, minsan magpapanik tayo, di ba? Dahil ang daming changes, ang daming challenges. Pero ikalmay mo yung sarili mo and maximize being able to learn for free on YouTube and also even on Google. Si Tin May naman, di ba, syempre, kwento niya rin sa atin how creating your own YouTube channel could be a business in and of itself kung kaya mong gawa ng diskarte and create your community. And of course, to Juliet, to never be afraid to try new things and to fail because in failure, we learn and that in itself is a good thing. Thank you so much, ladies. At dahil natuwa ang ating mga viewers here ngayong hapon na to, they have some questions for you guys. So, tignan na natin. Ayan, first question from Jing Aguilo. Sabi niya, wala akong maisip na pwedeng gawing business. Ano ang maire-recommend yung business, lalo na kung maliit lang ang puhunan? Okay, anybody can answer. Who wants to go?
Ako
Ano
po.
po yung question, Miss Joyce? Sorry po.
Ayan, the question again is, wala akong maisip na pwedeng gawing business. Ano ang maire-recommend nyong business, lalo na kung maliit lang ang puhunan? I think Dalian wants to answer. Dalian?
Yes po. Isa lang po, no? Since napapanahon po ngayon, 'di ba, mainit po ganyan. And ang mga Pinoy po is mahilig sa merienda. So gusto ko lang din po i-share sa inyo yung isa ko pa pong business. Meron po akong ino-offer na halo-halo. Yung halo-halo ko po is nag-start po siya sa yes po, nag-start po siya sa maliit na puhunan. Nag-start po ako sa 1,000 pesos. And nung first day ko po is dumoble po yung kita ko po doon. So, isa lang po ang gusto kong sabihin dito, hindi mo kailangan ng 100 cents or magkano para mag-start ng business. Start ka sa maliit. Kasi lahat naman ng bagay nag-start sa maliit. Kagaya ko po, nag-start ako sa maliit and sa pagkatrabaho po ng maayos and parang binubuhos ko po lahat ng ginagawa ko is galing sa puso. And yun po, dumodoble po with the help of God. Yun po.
Wow. Thank you for that, Dalian. Ang ganda nung advice ni Dalian na because kailangan, I think what you were saying also is from a business perspective, learn the market, di ba? Sabi ni Dalian, ano ba yung market ngayon? Ang mga Pinoy mahilig sa merienda at pangalawa, mainit ngayon sa Pilipinas. Grabe
Yes.
po yung init talaga ngayon. So that's the market and look for what the market needs. At dahil doon, nakita mo yung need na yun ng market, hindi naman kailangan malaki yung puhunan natin kahit maliit lang na muna na business.
Yes
Tapos
po.
paikutin mo lang yung capital mo, 'di ba? Idagdag mo lang ng idagdag hangga't sa lumaki na siya eventually. Thank you for that, Dalian. Anybody else who wants to add? Tin May, you want to add something? Or Juliet?
Yes po. Since this is in connection with Digiskarteng Pinay po. So since we are using digital, we are in a digital world po. So we can make good use of our cell phone. So pwede tayong mag-online selling. Like for example sa akin, last month po na-realize ko na ang dami ko palang gamit na hindi siya essential for may daily grind ngayon, lalo-lalo na andito lang tayo sa mga bahay natin. So, nag-start po ako mag-declutter, nag-start ako maglinis ng closet ko. And ang dami ko palang pwedeng ibenta. So, with my things na hindi ko nagagamit everyday, na hindi naman talaga siya kailangan. So, nag-online selling po ako. And dahil po nakapagbenta ako ng siguro na kapag yung income ko po noon, maging transparent po ako kasi ito yung possible na income pag nagbebenta ka ng mga used clothes mo or mga pre-loved items mo is nasa 15,000 for 2 days. So, sa pagiging madiskarte mo just by selling your pre-loved items, wala kang pinangpuhunan, you can still earn money po. So, yun po.
Thank you for that, Tin. Ayan. Okay. I think we have another question here from our viewers. Let's see. Ano ang next question natin? Oh, this one from Bea Pablo. May opportunity ba sa YouTube kahit sa matatanda at wala masyadong alam sa paggamit nito? #madigiskarte ako. Why don't we ask Juliet to answer this one naman? Kasi I know Juliet also started learning how to bake from YouTube. Juliet, ano masasabi mo kay Bea?
Yes po, Ma'am Bea, malaki po yung opportunity na mabibigay ni YouTube kahit age doesn't matter nga po, 'di ba? Hindi naman din natin kailangan na maging techie. Kailangan lang hindi din natin kailangan na ang advanced knowledge para matuto ng YouTube. Ang kailangan po is yung willingness natin na matuto ng mga bagong opportunity, then na pwede nating gamitin at kapakinabangan at gawing business eventually kahit nasa bahay lang tayo.
Tama! Ang ganda nung sinabi ni Juliet. Hindi nagmamatter kung ano yung background mo, kung saan ka galing, kung matanda ka man o bata. Dapat ang meron ka lang, willingness to learn. That's it. If you have the willingness to learn and if you have the willingness to try something new, something out of the box, something probably that you've never tried before, it could be very helpful to you to watch and learn from YouTube. O, diba? Thank you very much, ladies, for all of your advice para sa ating mga madigiskarting Pinays na nanonood ngayon. I'm sure marami sa kanilang talagang na-inspire from your stories. And can I just say, maraming salamat for sharing with us your business stories and your life stories. Dahil nakakatuwang isipin that despite the circumstances, despite the challenges that you faced, you chose to be better. You chose to rise up to opportunities. You chose to learn and you chose to create things that have actually not only helped you and your family but also those around you. Maraming salamat, Dalian, Tinmay, and Juliet. Tignan natin, ang dami pa mga questions pala dito. I think we have one more question, yes? Kailangan ba ng mamahaling equipment para maging YouTube creator? Hashtag madigiskarte ako. Ladies, kailangan ba? Yes or no?
No po.
No.
No.
Yes,
No,
no.
di ba? Hindi kailangan.
Yes,
Basta pwede kang mag-record, pwedeng i-upload on YouTube,
yes.
pwede na yan. Tignan mo
You
kami
just
nga eh, di
need
ba?
to Ma'am Joyce, you just need to have a more impactful and purposeful content siguro kasi yun po talaga yung babalik-balikan ng mga viewers mo kung paano mo matatouch yung mga buhay nila and ibabalik din nila sa'yo kung ano yung na-help mo sa kanila.
Yes. From the namesake itself, right? Content creation.
Yes.
It's all about the content of what you have created, not just the technicalities of it. From Winam or BB, she asks, how can YouTube help me discover or enhance my passion, which I can use to eventually create a livelihood? Ayan guys, how can YouTube help me discover or enhance my passion which I can use to eventually create a livelihood? Paano daw makakatulong ang YouTube para malaman nila kung ano yung passion nila? What Anybody? Tinmay, why don't you answer our question dito? Kasi ikaw yung na-discover mo, di ba, na pwede palang mag-iba yung channel mo. Ayan.
Ay, Miss Joyce, ano po yung question? Sorry.
The question is, how can YouTube help me discover or enhance my passion which I can eventually use to create a livelihood? Paano daw nila malalaman kung ano yung passion nila or ma-enhance yon through YouTube to eventually
Okay.
create their livelihood?
Okay. So, for example po sa akin, based on my experience po kasi, di ba po nag-switch ako from maarte to madiskarteng content. So, ako din po, naka-experience ako na hindi ko talaga, dumating ako sa point na hindi ko alam yung gagawin ko, hindi ko alam kung ano yung i-share ko sa kanila. So, hindi ko alam kung ano yung niche ko. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung passion ko talaga. Pero, just by uploading videos, because every video upload is an opportunity for me to learn. Along the way, parang na-discover ko kung ano yung gusto kong gawin sa YouTube. And yun nga, dahil parang mas nakaka-create po ako ng community sa YouTube na matulungan yung ibang tao. Dun ko po na-discover na, siguro, I am meant to help others through making videos na sa business, na inline sa business, para makakreate din ako ng opportunity sa iba. Kasi pag nag-share po ako ng information sa iba, like for example, meron po ako mga viewers na nagme-message na they already started their own layer poultry farm business or egg production business because of my YouTube videos. And at the same time, nakaka-create din po sila ng job opportunities and employment sa kanilang lugar. So for me, parang yung impact na na-create ko and pag nag-meet po yung purpose and passion, parang yun na po yung parang gusto mo siyang gawin. So, yun po. So, I think keep on creating what you love. And yun nga, sabi ko kanina, always focus on your potential and what you can give to other people.
Wow, I love that. Thank you, Tin May, for that amazing advice, and thank you, everyone, to Tin May, of course, to everyone who's watching right now, to everyone who sent in their questions. Maraming salamat po, Dalian and Juliet. Also, thank you for joining us here this afternoon. We hope that you were inspired by the wonderful stories of our mga Digiskarteng Pinays. Maraming salamat ulit for joining us here this afternoon. Thank you, ladies!
Ay, Ma'am Joyce, hello?
Thank you po.
Ma'am Joyce?
Yes!
Ay,
Yes,
Salamat
Tinmi.
pwede
po.
pa ako mag-hi sa mga mas Batanyos na nanonood and sa lahat ng mga
Yes!
viewers ko sa
Go,
YouTube
go!
channel ko. So, thank you to all Mas Batanyos who watch this event and for supporting me and my channel. And sa lahat ng viewers ko sa aking YouTube channel, thank you po talaga sa support.
Thank you, Tin May. How about you, Dalian and Juliet? Meron ba kayong gustong batiin or say thank you to?
Yes po.
Ako po, gusto ko lang po sana i-promote yung business ko po. Pwede po siyang i-search sa mga social media. Hot Chicks po. Yun lang po. And thank you po. Salamat po. Thank you po. Salamat po ulit.
Thank you, Dalian. Juliet?
Thank you po.
Yes po. I'll speak in Bisaya po. Okay lang.
Okay lang.
Okay, daghang salamat sa tanan nga ni support sa Ninitas Cakes and Pastries. Continue to support my small business and sa family ko po, Picaro family, and sa mga friends ko and batchmate who supported my business. Thank you for trusting.
Salamat
Thank you
po.
very much once again, Juliet, Dalian, and Tin May for all of your inspiring Madigiscarte stories. Nako, nakakatuwa naman talagang isipin na Madigiscarting Pinays natin with all of their skill sets, with all of their experiences na shinare nila ngayong hapon na to. Of the comments here, Arlene De La Rosa says, Dalian, Juliet, and Tin May, such inspiring women. Indeed, very inspiring. Imagine talagang kinuha nila, a very difficult and challenging situation of being amidst everything that we are in right now and actually creating something that they're passionate about, something that they shared with their family and something that they share with their community and creating a business out of that. That's really so cool, right? Ayan, tignan natin. Do we have more comments here from Mommy Practicality? Sabi niya, I'm proud to also say na hashtag madigiskarte ako. Good job, Mommy Practicality. AJGC says, power to Pinays. That's right. Power to all of these Pinays who shared their stories here today. Tignan natin. Do we have more comments? Casey Enerva says, ang dami kong natutunan kay Miss Judy Ann. That's right. Ako rin, ang dami kong natutunan kay Miss Juday and from all of our guests here this afternoon. Genevieve Borgaong says, I'm inspired by both of you queens. Hashtag Joyce Pink Trevino and hashtag Judy Ann's Kitchen. Bravo. God bless you guys. Thank you, Genevieve. Thank you. And of course, thank you to each and every one of you for all of your comments and for sharing with us some of your Madigiscartes stories as well. Si Madeline naman sabi, hashtag Madigiscarte ako. This is really what I like about Miss Juday. She speaks from experience and you can really feel the genuity of her words. Kitang-kita naman sa mga contents niya na masaya siya. Tama! Diba? Very genuine and very happy lang din. Jing Aguilo says, wala akong maisip na, nasagot na natin yung question na yan ni Jing kanina. Hopefully, Jing, you were able to listen to the answers of our Madigiscarting Pinays. Ang ganda ng mga answers nila kanina, ha? Ayan. Diba? Pa-shoutout naman mula dito sa Baguio City. Si Mayglen Kaligid. Hello. Shoutout sa inyo dyan sa Baguio City at to different parts of the Philippines who are tuned in right now. Maraming salamat po. Thank you for all of your lovely comments and all of your questions. Ang saya matuto, diba? Sobrang nakakatuwa. So keep on learning and keep on inspiring my fellow Pinays. Kaya thank you you once again sa mga nakasama nating mga Digiskarteng Pinays ngayong hapon na ito. I learned so much from their stories, and more than that, really, I was so inspired by their heart. You know, it's inspiring to see women who have a heart for learning, who have a heart for discovering new things, a heart for trying out new things, and a heart for helping others, helping themselves, and helping their families and even their communities. Hindi lang source of entertainment ang YouTube. Nalaman natin yan ngayong hapon na to. Kundi source of knowledge at pwedeng-pwede ring source of income. Sana ay na-inspire kayong lahat na i-explore pa ang platform na ito para matuto at para makatulong sa inyong mga pamilya at komunidad at syempre inyong mga mahal sa buhay. Huwag niyong kalimutan na bisitahin ang Diskarteng Pinay YouTube channel para sa helpful videos tungkol sa pera, kalusugan, trabaho at iba pang practical topics. That's right, you guys. Doon po sa YouTube channel ng Digiskarteng Pinay, marami kayong mga content na pwedeng panoorin that will help you become a Digiskarteng Pinay yourself. Share nyo na rin ang mga natutunan nyo sa ating topic ngayong hapon na to. Don't be afraid to use our official hashtag and of course, share your thoughts and your comments with the hashtag #madigiskarte ako. Another reminder also, don't forget, lagi nating tatandaan, always wear your face masks and your face shields, maintain physical distancing, and wash your hands all the time to make sure that you keep safe and keep well. Once again, maraming salamat po to everyone who joined us here this afternoon, sa ating mga viewers ngayong hapon na to. Salamat sa pagtutok sa ating Digiskarteng Pinay event, sa ating mga lola, sa mga mommies, mga ate, at sa mga babae sa buong mundo. Happy International Women's Month once again. Muli, ako po si Joyce Pring Trevino. I've been your host for today. We hope that you are inspired by our Digiskarteng Pinays and we hope to see you soon. Stay safe, everybody. Maraming salamat!